Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh, and this is your stimulus check update for the next stimulus package for Saturday, March 6th. I hope everyone's off to a good and safe start to their Saturday so far. In this video, I'll be discussing updates in regards to the current relief package and the third stimulus check. I'll also be discussing the $1,400 direct payments, which changes are being made from the vote-a-rama process. And then I'll be wrapping up this video by answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. But first, if you wouldn't mind real quickly, liking this video, give me a big thumbs up. It really just helps with the YouTube algorithm in terms of pushing this video out to other viewers like you, and hopefully helping other people like you as well. Okay, so it's been another long night and morning in the Senate as lawmakers look to wrap up the vote-a-rama process. As I'm speaking now, they're still coming through with more amendments, and it's unclear when this thing will ever end. However, some interesting amendments have been made and either accepted or declined, so let's dive right into it. First off, the first amendment of the day was offered from Bernie Sanders, requesting for the minimum wage to be bumped up to $15 per hour. This amendment, as expected, was declined by all 50 Republicans, but 8 Democrats also declined this provision as well. This goes to show just how far away Democrats may be in increasing the minimum wage at the federal level to $15 per hour. I should also note that the Senate set a new record for the longest vote in its history, which started at 11:03 a.m. and dragged on for nearly 12 hours. If you thought the Senate clerk's reading of the bill just the other night was long, this vote took even longer than that. At one point, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell offered up a motion to adjourn for the night and start the process again this morning. This motion was denied by Democrats. Because of that, McConnell said, so now they want to begin the vote-a-rama that could have been done in daylight because of their own confusion. And the challenges of getting together 50 people to agree on something when they could have been doing it quicker on a bipartisan basis. Now, the big holdup on why this vote was being held open for such a long period of time is because Democrats were still scrambling on reaching a deal on the unemployment benefits. This ended up being one of the more interesting developments that took place last night and throughout the morning. If you were ever questioning how big of an impact Joe Manchin would have in the Senate, your doubts were certainly answered last night as he played a huge role. In the House bill, they started out having the unemployment insurance benefits extended through the end of August at $400 per week. Early on yesterday, the Senate, other than Joe Manchin, reached a deal with the White House on reducing the weekly benefit to $300 per week, but extending them another month through the end of September. Also, in this deal, they were going to forgive the first $10,200 people received in unemployment benefits. Even though Manchin was fine with the deal, he didn't necessarily like the fact that they were going to forgive the first $10,200 in benefits. From there, we had one other proposal on the table from Republican Senator Rob Portman, who attempted to get Manchin to join Republicans on their plan. In their Republican plan, they would have the unemployment insurance benefits extended through July 18th at $300 per week. So not only would the benefits be reduced by $100 per week, but they would also be extended for a much shorter period of time. Once it started looking like Manchin may join Republicans in their plan, Democrats swooped right in with another offer to Manchin, which would extend the benefits through September 6th at $300 per week. This offer was accepted by Manchin and later on during the night was approved through the amendment process. In this provision, the first $10,200 received in unemployment insurance benefits last year are being forgiven. This will only be for 2020, as payments received in 2021 will not be forgiven at this point in time. In order to be eligible, your household income must not exceed $150,000 per year. At this point, if you've already filed, then you can file an amended return to receive back the money you already paid in. This should reduce the tax bill by around $1,000 for each person receiving these benefits, which is certainly big news considering many people weren't prepared to pay in this money. Okay, so other than the huge developments surrounding the unemployment benefits, we also saw hundreds of other amendments offered throughout the night. One of them was from Republican Senator Susan Collins, who proposed that they replace the $1.9 trillion bill with a $650 billion package instead, which would reduce the size of stimulus checks, among other provisions. This amendment, as expected, was blocked by Democrats in the Senate, with Josh Hawley being the only Republican to also deny the provision. So the hope is they can have this vote-a-rama process wrapped up at some point this morning and then move on to a vote at some point later this weekend. It's unclear whether or not they'll be able to vote on the bill today, but there is a real possibility. After they pass the amended bill through the Senate, which is expected to pass along party lines, with all 50 Democrats voting for it and all 50 Republicans voting against it, the bill will move on to the House. From there, the House should be able to swiftly pass the bill through their chamber, even with the reduction in unemployment benefits. At that point, the bill will be sent off to President Biden's desk, hopefully at some point early next week, as soon as Monday, for it to be signed into law. If this happens to be the case, we should begin to see the next round of direct payments hit our bank accounts at some point as early as Thursday or Friday of next week. Even though this does seem to be the best case scenario, there's definitely a very good chance of this happening. The only thing at this point that could possibly delay the relief payments being sent out is the fact that the IRS is also busy processing tax returns. So, while we wait for Congress to finalize the voting process and get this bill passed through, all we can continue to do is hang in there, stay strong, and hope for the best. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to move right along to answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. And if you do have any other comments or questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do try to answer as many of the comments and questions as I possibly can, but for those comments and questions I'm not able to respond to, I do try to pick some of the more popular ones to answer in the next video in video form. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into the first comment of this video, which is from Queen. Queen says, "Good morning, Josh. Happy Friday. Do you think this bill will pass before the unemployment ends? And are they still doing retroactive funds?" Okay, thank you so much for your question. And yes, I do believe that they will have this bill passed before the unemployment benefits expire on March 14th. At the moment, the hope is that they will have this bill signed into law at some point early next week, possibly as early as Monday. As far as when the unemployment benefits will begin, they will start where they left off, which is the week ending on March 14th, and they'll carry through September 6th. Okay, moving right along to the next comment video, which is from Sue. Sue says, "Good morning, Josh. Is it too late to receive the first $1,200 stimulus check? Thank you for all you do." Okay, thank you so much for your question, and no, it's definitely not too late to receive that payment. As long as you're eligible to receive it, what you can do if you didn't receive it is to claim a $1,200 credit on the tax returns that you filed this year. On Form 1040, you'll find the Recovery Rebate Credit portion on line 30, which is where this amount will be filled in. This way, even though you never received your payment, you'll still end up getting it in the form of a tax refund. Furthermore, this will also give the IRS your new banking information if you changed banks recently. Okay, moving right along to the next comment video, which is from Jimmy. Jimmy says, "Hey, good morning, Josh. So, who won't receive the check? Will people on SSI get the check, or no?" Okay, thank you so much for your question. And yes, people on Social Security benefits, such as SSI, SSDI, survivors, and retirement will be eligible for the next direct payment. The only people who won't be eligible to receive any payment are single filers earning over $80,000 per year and joint filers earning over $160,000 per year. Everyone else, including dependents, even those over the age of 17, will be eligible to receive the $1,400 payment. Alright, moving right along to the next comment video, which is from Tara. Tara says, "Hi Josh. I was wondering if you could tell me how much a qualified family of 4 will be getting in this next stimulus bill." Okay, thank you so much for your question, Tara. And as far as the direct payments go, a qualified family of 4 will be receiving $1,400 per person, which totals $5,600. On top of that, you would also be eligible to receive monthly payments from the increased child tax credit. Depending on how old your 2 children are, you'll either be receiving $250 per child per month or $300 per child per month. So, for example, if your 2 children are over the age of 6, you'll receive $500 per month from the increased child tax credit, which will total $6,000 over the course of a year. If they're younger than the age of 6, you'll receive $600 per month from the increased child tax credit, which totals $7,200 over the next year. Alright, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you did enjoy the content in this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It is completely free to do so, and it's a great support to me. Also, if you'd like to receive 4 free stocks from Webull, with 2 of them valued all the way up to $1,600 each, or 1 free stock from Robinhood, just for signing up and linking your bank account, please feel free to claim those free stocks by clicking the link in the description box below. And finally, if you join Rakuten with my referral link in the description box below and spend at least $20, Rakuten will give you $20 cash back. This means that you can buy an item through Rakuten with one of their referral links, such as Adidas, for $20, and Rakuten will give you $20 just for making that purchase. This is just an incredible deal that I would love for everyone to take advantage of. Okay, so until next time, I'll see you guys, and I hope you have a great day today.